Good morning. How you doing there, buddy? Let me get the door.
I've been up since like 9.
Really, the sun. You gotta close this. The sun is crazy today. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the vlog. Ooh, we almost got demonetized.
Oops.
Hey, imagine if they demonetized me for like
actually that song,
half of a second.
That song's not released, so I don't even think they'd be able to.
Alright, guys, so good morning. It is a beautiful sunny day, hotter than I would want it to be. And today we are going to check out, go that way. We're going to check out a 2020 Corvette C8. This might be the first time I drive a Corvette C8. So I'm very excited for that. And our Uber for the day is my boy Matthew in his Hellcat. Woo! Gotta love these boats. So we're gonna check out this orange C8, and if you guys pay attention to the channel, I ordered a C8 last year. Well, actually no. In 2019, when they first announced they were coming out, I ordered one, and because of the pandemic, it was delayed 6 months, so I passed on it. I thought that, you know, the hype might have died down on YouTube and no one cared. At the time mine came in, Street Speed has his, Amelia Hart had hers, a bunch of people had theirs, and I was pretty much the last one to get his, so I kind of passed on it, not knowing that they would go up in value. They literally went up $20,000 to $30,000 in value. So I could have literally drove it and made some money. Biggest mistake I've ever made. And Matt, you gotta take this exit right here. Here's the maps. So anyways, I passed on it, and like I said, that was a huge mistake. But now we are headed to look at one. This thing is probably listed over $100,000. The main reason they are so expensive is because the factory can't keep up. And if you order one right now, there's literally a 24-month wait. So it's very hard to get a C8 right now. 24 months wait, yeah. Just for a regular Stingray C8.
The CO6 will be out by then.
The CO6 might be out by then. But that's how stupid it is right now. Like, there's literally such a long wait that the used car market is really high. Even this Hellcat has a wait for it because I guess there's like a chip outage, or I don't know what's going on. Microchip shortage.
So who wants to buy mine?
So who wants to buy his? Okay, this is the perfect selling market. A buddy of mine sold his leased Hellcat. Literally, he gave it back to the dealership and they cut him a check for $15,000. So it's just insane what's going on in the used car market right now. Is that it?
Oh, that might be it.
That might be it. I don't know. There goes the C8 right there.
We're still 6 minutes away.
Nope, that's not. That's a manufacturer. So the C8 we're going to look at right now is an orange C8. So it's probably the best color they make in it, and also the orange is the most made color in the C8. So yeah, I cannot wait to see it, and I cannot wait to drive it because I've never driven a C8, and today might be the first time I do that. And we are back to Twins Auto, and there's two of them. They got a red one and an orange one. One for me and one for you? Let's do it. Would you trade this Hellcat for a C8?
No.
Alright guys, so here they are. I was only expecting one, but I guess they had a little surprise for me and had two of them out here. We got this beautiful red one with no front lip. That's weird. And then there's an orange one. So let's see. This has the little top that comes off. This isn't a convertible. This is a convertible. So how you know if it's a convertible or not is the non-convertible has an exposed engine, so there's a glass, you can see the engine, and the convertible does not, because that's where the convertible gets stored, right in here. So yeah, So this one has orange seat belts, competition seats. This one is really nice.
You don't even get that much more.
Yeah. The only difference between the convertible and non-convertible is like there is nothing here, and then there's a little back window where the convertible, well, not the non-convertible, basically has this here, and you can't see out the back, where this one, as you can see, you could pretty much see out back. So I don't know if it's worth it for some of you guys, but I don't know. I like this orange a lot though. And both of these do not have spoilers. Which one would you go with, Matt?
Oh no, the red one.
Red one, really?
I mean, if we're talking color, then orange. But if we're talking about like the convertible, and I go.
Yeah.
I'd rather be able to see my engine. What?
Right, and the convertible comes a little heavier.
You don't even get that much more.
Yeah, it's the only thing is with the convertible is you just see through the back. Where with this one, you know, you have your engine. But I much rather see the engine, to be honest.
The point of this mid-engine
right.
is that.
It's just a lot cooler to be able to see your engine. I don't know. That's just me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Would you rather have a convertible or a non-convertible? So we just got the keys to the C8. We're gonna be riding in the red one. So let's get in here. Here's how you open the door. There's a little button right here. You hop in here. This one isn't as spec'd as the yellow one. So this one has the competition seats, but neither of them have the spoiler. I'm not sure why. I would have definitely ordered them with a spoiler. But anyways, let's get in here. So we get in here. All right, so the steering wheel is my favorite part because it's a square. You rarely see, the seats are really hot. So you rarely see a square steering wheel. It's like a race car steering wheel. So let's close the door, and the start button is right here. But there's one thing I absolutely hate about this car, and I'm not sure why they did this to the interior. I feel like it kind of ruined the interior. And it's these buttons. I'm not sure why they put so many buttons. I understand that you need all these buttons, but the fact that they put them like this all in a row, it kind of looks tacky. I feel like they could have made some of these buttons digital over here, but the fact that they just all lined them up over here just kind of looks so stupid. So besides this, I absolutely love the interior. It's all about the driver. I mean, look how isolated the passenger is from, you know, the driving experience. Literally, the screen is literally tilted towards you. You got your shifter, I think, right here. Well, not a shifter, whatever you want to call it. So you lift this, put it in drive, reverse right here, park is a button. Everything in here is like a button. So even to get out the car, it's a button. So I'm not sure what would happen if, you know, there's like electrical issues with this car. I'm not sure how you would get out of this car because there isn't like a manual, whatever you want to call it. It's literally a button. So if this car experiences some electrical issues, it might be a problem to get out this car if you don't have the top down. So the paddle shifters on this car are a pretty good size, and you can pretty much access them from anywhere. But here is my favorite feature on this car. So as you can see, the dash shows that we are in normal mode, right? And with a click of this button right here, this is called Z mode. So when you click Z mode, watch what happens to the dash. It turns all red and very sporty. And then here is what Z mode gives you. So it gives you your engine sound in sport, steering wheel in sport, your powertrain in sport, and your brake response in sport. So this is essentially like a sports button, honestly. Like sport mode, you just click this, now it's gone, and you click it to this, and now you're in sport mode. And then you also have my mode, which basically you can customize your different modes. So you could put the engine sound in tour, you could put your steering wheel in track, sport, tour, whatever. And then you got brake response. And then you got this little knob right here. I don't know if knob is the correct word for it, but we're just gonna call it a knob. So this controls your modes. So as you can see right there, it says mode. And then you go right here. And as soon as you twist it, it'll change it. So you got my mode, you got tour, and then you got sport. And the cluster changes with every single mode. And then you got track, cluster changes again. So this is my favorite cluster because the RPMs are on top, and then you have your speed right there, and then let's see what other modes you got. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So you got track, sport, tour, my mode, and then you got weather, which means if it's snowing, raining, whatever, it pretty much has all the modes you possibly need. And I don't think anyone would drive this car in the snow or the rain, which I don't think it would do that bad in the rain though, just because you know, the car gets pretty good traction considering that the motor is in the rear, so you got a lot of weight in the back. So now it's time to take it for a drive. All you got to do is pull this and you are in drive. I have it in Z mode just because why the would I not have it in Z mode? Sport mode is the only mode that I know. So this is the first time driving a Corvette C8. We got the top down, and you know, we got my boy Matt in the passenger seat. Okay, I'm so excited because I love these things and I know that they drive super smooth. Someone text me? Okay. No one important. All right, let's go. Woo! Feels good. So we're gonna downshift. This thing is amazing. I hope you guys can hear me. It's pretty windy, obviously, because the top is down. You gotta put your seatbelt there, buddy. But it's not as fast as I thought it would be. Maybe because we're doing a roll. This thing does come with 495 horsepower. I don't think it weighs that much. I think it weighs like 3,600 pounds. I'm not sure. I got to do some Googling. You got to do some Googling real quick for me. But it feels great. Like, it kind of almost feels like you're in a supercar. Just because, like, it hugs the road. What is it?
3366.
3366. So it's a lot lighter than the C7 Corvettes. I think the C7 Corvettes are 3,600 pounds, 3,600 pounds. But, I don't know, I mean, I thought it'd be a lot faster, but maybe we would have to do like a little launch, you know, off at that stop to see its true power, because I heard these don't spin that much because, you know, you got all the weight in the back, so it hooks pretty good. So let's find out. All right, so foot on the brake. We're gonna rev it up to like, oh, it's not even letting me rev it up. Let's just go. Let's downshift, third, and it actually pops, believe it or not. Second. It feels pretty quick, but for what these are going for, I don't know if I'm willing to spend the money, because these brand new are like 80,000 with a pretty decent spec, you know, with a really nice spec, you'll be in the 90s. But these things aren't going for 90s anymore. Even used ones are going for 100 and more. So do you really want to pay 100,000+ for 495 horsepower? And honestly, it doesn't give me a kick. It doesn't put me in my seat. But again, this is only the Stingray, not the Z06 or the ZR1. I'm pretty sure they're gonna come out with a faster version than just the 495 horsepower that is in this car. But a fun little fact, the reason the steering wheel is like this with such a big hole right here is just for you to be able to see the entire dash. So you pretty much see the entire dash at all times, and that causes us to do a quick pull. It's so fun to do pulls in this thing, but this thing definitely needs an exhaust. And that brings us to the next question. Does this put you in your seat?
I drive a Hellcat.
So the Hellcat is faster?
Of course.
Okay, maybe it was very wrong for me to ask a Hellcat owner this question, because this does have about 200 less horsepower than a Hellcat. And a Hellcat is the most instant power car out there. I mean, literally, it puts you in your seat at any RPM, literally. Like, it's a f***ing insane car.
Throws you back.
We know it's heavy. It's actually 1,500, no.
Almost 50.
No.
About
1,300 pounds heavier than the C8. Damn, that thing is a boat.
1,300 pounds more.
That's a lot.
That's like 5 of me. No, it's like 7.
That's well.
Like
we don't want to.
7,
We don't want to.
8
8. So
on,
so that's
dog.
8 Matthews. Your Hellcat weighs 8 more Matthews. 7 more Matthews than the C8. The downshifting is very, very responsive. So you got a 6.2 liter V8 in here, and here's what it does. Oh my God. This thing is a lot of fun. So I'll give you guys my honest opinion. This thing is cool, pretty quick, very light, fun to drive, but I honestly would not spend the money to get this. I just would not. It didn't impress me enough. Like I told you guys, this is my first time driving this thing, okay? I've seen it, been in one, heard it, but this is the first time I've ever driven one. And honestly, I'm not that impressed. You know, maybe because I've had faster cars, but I still think that the C7 Z06 is a better buy than this, because believe it or not, the C7 Z06 is cheaper than this thing. And the C7 Z06 comes with 650 horsepower. So there's quite a horsepower difference, and it's cheaper. So if you were to ask me what would you buy, the C7 Z06 or the C8, I would definitely go with the C7
I don't
Z06.
think people really buy this for the power though. They just bought
Yeah.
it with the mid-engine and
Yeah.
the supercar look.
I get it, but this is such a new platform that I'm not willing to pay $100,000 for only 495 horsepower. There's people out there that would do that, but me personally, I just won't. I wasn't wowed with this car. It didn't throw me in my seat. It was very cool to drive around, but I definitely think that I'd get bored of driving this thing. I don't know.
People that would buy it. I mean,
Yeah, I'm sure.
they're short.
They're
not
this
making-
car
they're not
definitely
keeping up.
sold. I'm not saying no one's gonna buy it. Me personally, I just wouldn't. All right, now it's time to park it and part ways from this thing. Man, I really thought I was gonna be impressed with this thing. Let's turn it off, and then you got a button to get out. But yeah, I'm just not that impressed. How do you pop the frunk, or not frunk? What do you call this? The rear. I don't know. How do you pop this open? The keys in the car. Not the frunk. The frunk is the front trunk or whatever. All right. Bam. Here you go. So this goes over here. So you could, it's like a hard top or whatever you want to call it. Here's the exposed motor, the 6.2 liter V8. You could also get it dressed up with carbon fiber. You got a window right here. This window curves a little bit, so this one doesn't have the carbon fiber. Let's see how you open this. I think you open it with the key again. Hey, do you have the key?
Yeah.
Is that a cop? I have no idea.
Everybody.
Let's see, thank you.
Yep.
What? I think that's a cop. I'm not sure why he's here. Maybe because we were just going a little too fast. Okay, he's not saying anything, so let's just pray he doesn't take us to jail. All right, so here are the keys. And so you click this twice. Okay, I guess not. So, how do you open this thing? All right, bam, it's open. Okay, so here is your little storage area. You could probably fit a small suitcase in here. And you got your windshield fluid right here. And that's pretty much it. I think this is a fiberglass frunk, whatever you want to call it. But this thing is pretty cool looking. But for the money, man, I don't know. There's a lot of more cars that I would consider getting besides this. I just don't see it. Like I said, right now I just been going around test driving a bunch of cars, seeing what car, what build I should do next, and so far I'm just not impressed with anything. You know, I'm gonna keep looking, keep trying to find that perfect car. Even though it's not out there, there is no perfect car, but I want something that's close to it. Let me know in the comments below what do you guys want to see from this channel? I know I've done Mopar stuff for quite a while. I'm kind of gonna chill with the Mopar stuff. You know, obviously I'm gonna do Mopar, but I want to like go into a different category. Maybe do Chevy. We already did Ford. Maybe do foreign. Maybe do JDM. I don't know. Talk to me in the comments below. What do you guys think? I'm gonna always do Mopar. I know I have a lot of Mopar fans. I'm never gonna stop doing Mopar. I'm gonna always have a Hellcat laying around in my garage at all times. But what should I do next? What car should I get? A C606, C706. Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing your feedback, but that's all I got for you guys today. So if you guys like today's video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.